Hello, you're welcome once again. Good day to you anywhere you are in the part of the world. You're welcome to your favorite family show, Homefront on EWTV.
Yeah.
We are always here, your host, the
Edes.
Thank you so much for joining us again today. So, our discussion continues again. Watering your seed for a flourishing marriage. What are the ways to water your seed? Last week we talked about speaking gracious words to your partner, to your children, even when you are hurting. And today we are going to talk about another very important but neglected way of watering your seed. So many people know this, but so many people don't do it. We're going to talk today about family time. Yes, what are you doing with your family time? Do you even have a family time? Does your family even have a time together? Not necessarily going out. What are you doing with your time with your family? That is one very important way to water your seed for it to grow. So make sure you don't go anywhere. It's going to be interesting.
Oh yes, family time. Very interesting and very, very important. Like you said, most people don't pay attention to family time. We are so busy that we don't have time together as family to have fun, to bond, to just unwind. And if we want to have a healthy marriage, we want to keep watering our seed. It's an area we must not neglect.
Yes.
Some people are so busy that they can't remember the last time they sat to eat together with their spouse or even with their children. So these are very salient things but we need to pay attention to them. We need to know when it is right for us to really have this time. Some people are so busy, but you need to create time. Even though you're so busy that you come back late at least once in a week, or even when some people even come back early, but they eat on their own. They don't find time to sit with their spouse to eat, to even sit around the table and eat with their children. So it's a habit we must cultivate if we want to build our homes. Most times people say that children are even trained around the table. That's where they learn, they watch you, you talk, you interact. It's a happy time where a lot of things can be unfolded, when we are intentional about it. So if we want to create a healthy home, we must be intentional about that. Eating together as a family, as a couple, then with your children, find time deliberately to do that. Find time to go out. Some families stay for a whole year, they've not had time to even hang out, to go and just relax somewhere. Sometimes they say we don't have the money. There are some parks that you don't even need to pay to go in. Even though you have 1,000 naira, even though it's biscuit, it's not about how much you spend in that outing, but about the quality of the time, your availability. You're just out in the garden just to spend an hour. Some people may not even go buying anything, they just go with something from the home and you just eat. Sometimes you may say there's no time, but if you're intentional about it, you'll see that you will have a lot of time. It's just to be intentional and to be deliberate about creating such time. So, see, families stay for a long time, there's no time to unwind, to bond, to discuss about critical issues that concerns the family. Family time is a very critical time that we must not neglect if we want to build healthy home. I'm sure you have something to say.
These issues that we are raising in this series are very practical. They are more of practical. They are things that you have to take the step to do. As you were talking, I was just thinking in my heart, your spouse, your children are longing for that. Your children want to have that time to sit with their parents, to sit with you, hear you tell them stories. This time we don't even tell our children stories anymore. That has been taken out of the picture. In those days you sit around your parents, they are telling you stories of when they were children, what they were doing, how they fed. These things are minute, but they are very important. You can't take that out of the life of these children that are coming up. A lot of us are complaining, children are this, they are not like us in our time. Are you even doing the things that they did to you in your own time? To them, tell them stories, spend time. They appreciate it. They want to sit around the table with you and you're saying something and everybody just laughs. That is very, very important. Yes, it is true that this generation, we are all very busy. And it's true that you're busy making out all the comforts that your children need. We understand that. But beyond the comfort, they need that time.
Very true.
They need that attention. They need you. They want to feel you. Please come out of your busy zone and spend time with your family. It is very important. I'm sure we'll come back from the break and we'll take the discussion further.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles. And have questions concerning what we're talking about or what we've discussed in other series, feel free to reach us. You can send us a mail, you can send us a personal message, or just even on the comment section while this is going on, you can just send us a chat. Please join us again. Yeah, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again.
Yeah.
We're talking about family time and we are sharing practical areas where we need to build and talking about how we need to bond with our families and do the needful. You know, I remember when we were talking about the Jewish culture. You know, we discovered that in the Jewish culture, most the children were trained around the table. Every evening, the father and the mother sit together with the children. As they eat, they learn, and they are inculcated. The values of the families are being taught at that time. It's just that modernization and industrialization came to really tamper with a lot of that. But we can even still see with them how these things are passed to their children. You know, even sometimes when we come to the table to eat, or some people are at home, but yet they are with their phones, and that is one area that has caused a lot of havoc in the family where we are at home. So an area I myself personally am working on, and it's something that is really subtle. Every one of us have to be intentional about it, because sometimes I even see myself, some people may be at home, and for the 2 hours you're on your phone or you're on your system, especially with this time that people have to work from home, you know, and so you're at home but you're not at home. You're at home but you're not present. You're physically present but you're emotionally in US, in different part of the world. From Nigeria, you're in US, but you are there in US, but your mind is in Canada. You know, so it's really taking a lot. So you can see some couple, it's not say the spouse is not around, is around, but there's no bonding. There's no time of fun where they can interact, eat together, eat. Even when they're not doing anything, everybody's in the world of his own in their phone. If we want to water our seed, we must be deliberate about creating. Because unconsciously, this is creating a gap, a distance between two couples living under a roof, but they are emotionally distant. And it's technology. And it's breaking homes unconsciously. It's tampering with relationships. If we want to build a healthy home, we must instinct, and it doesn't fall on you. And say, I receive family time in Jesus' name. No, it's something you be deliberate to cultivate, to create, to tell yourself, no, I think this 30 minutes is enough. It's okay. Let me speak with my wife. This 1 hour is too much. You have to be intentional about it. Sure, I have something to say so that we'll round up with talking about special days.
You know, seriously, the intentionality of this issue we cannot under or overemphasize. You know, this issue of technology has crept into homes. Technology is now living inside homes and marrying each other. You know, even when you want to spend 10 minutes, your wife is asking you a question, your husband is asking you a question, you are talking over a chat. You're talking to your wife or your husband, you're chatting. You know, another very subtle thing that I noticed that this thing has done. When there is a problem, an issue, you settle over the phone. Your wife is in the room. You are in the sitting room. You just said the chat, I am sorry. Come on, go there. When technology wasn't here, we go. Our parents go and they talk to each other and they settle it. And most of our parents lived their marriages. They were together, no divorce. They died together. You know, but for us, a little thing, we are divorced. These are some of the silent issues that even the devil has brought into the home. You know, you come out for devotions, I see family, everybody's coming out with their gadgets. Nobody is coming again with the hard copy Bible. And unconsciously, you begin to blame your children. Hey, you are always on your phone. Excuse me, they are seeing you. They may not be talking, but they are watching
Very
you.
true.
They are seeing what you do. You come out with your phone, nobody comes to church with Bibles again. Nobody comes for devotions with Bibles. Everybody's coming with their phone, and as it's going on, the children are chatting. You can't blame them. You can't blame them. In fact, if you blame them, you are wrong.
Very true.
Because they are watching us. They are looking at what we do. So family time is very important.
Very important.
It's family time. Put away your phone. Like you said, you're talking with your family, you're having time with your family, but you're in Canada.
Yeah.
That's even too far. You're having your time with your family. You
Mm.
call it your family time, but you are also with your friends over the phone. And you are laughing with your friends over the phone, and your family is sitting and just looking, moping at you. Oh man, if you want to water your seed, we must be intentional
about it.
It will cost us a lot, but yet tomorrow what you will reap from the life of your children, even you'll be amazed.
Very true.
I know another way of watering your seed in this family time is special events.
Special events.
Hey, I want to talk to fathers. You don't even remember your anniversary. Ah,
Very true.
after 10 years, your wife will be the one to say, it's our
It's
anniversary
anniversary.
today. Oh, no.
The fathers don't even remember their children's birthday.
They don't. Oh God! I hear some fathers say, you ask a father, how old is your child?
That's-
It's the mother. The mother will know. I don't know. It's the
6
mother.
years. Mother will say, it's 7 years.
Ah, it
Huh?
is really bad. Forgetting that these children are watching, and the circle will continue. They will get married, and the same thing you're doing is what they will do.
Very true.
And we will be complaining, oh, children of this generation, they are watching us.
Very true.
So remember your
Special
event, special days. It's someone's birthday. A prayer for your child is enough.
Don't need to do an
You don't even need to buy anything serious. Have you laid your hands on your child as a mother, as a father, to bless your child on his or her birthday? You don't remember.
You'll be so busy, some so busy that they will not even remember to call. Say, I know, but I've been busy. You don't need to buy an aeroplane or something very big. So if I buy a gift of just a little token, no matter how small, can even go a long way to speak to that child. You know, or like birthdays in our home, we say that day you decide what you want us to cook. You know, and we'll make that available. You know, that just makes you feel special. Oh, my day, I decide what we're
What
going to
to
cook in there.
cook, yes.
So as little as that is enough to create a bond and make your child or your spouse feel special. Mark those days.
Mark them.
Celebrate. Say sweet words to your wife. Don't say, me, I don't know how to do social. You put it on your status if that is what she wants. That makes me put it on your status. Oh, happy birthday, honey. You know, these little things matters a lot. And I'm sure when you begin to be intentional about this, put on, don't remember that day. 2 weeks to the time, 2 days. You say, your birthday is coming up, anniversary is coming up, my baby, your birthday. You know, that child knows that you have it in mind. And that even remembers, that is even counting down.
Make it a big deal.
Make it a big deal.
Don't
You know, so even when you don't buy anything, but that you showed concern,
Yes.
you made her special, is enough to create that bond.
Yes.
Yeah,
this is
we really need to build
very
family
critical.
time.
Very, very critical. Remember, what we're talking about is more of practice.
Practice.
You need to practice it. I'm sure we have all had a fantastic time discussing family time as a way of watering your seed. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
It means a lot to us because you are there. Make sure you practice what you've heard. Remember, we are the
Yes.
and this is your favorite family show, Homefront, on EWTV. See you again next week.
Bye.